Good morning, Cavaliers. Happy Veterans Day. Today is November 11, 2016. I'm Yasmin Lee.
And I'm Leverett Williams. Today we take a look at last year's flood, last week's pep rally, and more. Stay tuned because RNE-TV Live starts now.
For National French Week, here's a trivia question for the day. The question is, what is the capital city of the French-speaking country that is located on the island of Hispaniola? The first person to answer the following question correctly to Ms. Corey in B203A will receive a world language homework pass. Last Thursday, RNE hosted their final fall sports pep rally. It recognized the fall teams and their accomplishments. Students, teachers, and administrators battled it out on the dance floor. Classes competed in the singing competition, and the pep rally introduced the first basketball championship into Maryland. Overall, the pep rally hyped up students for the final regular season football.
The pep rally was lit. I mean, it was cool. I would think it was a success with the whole teacher dance and then the student dance. And the basketball intramurals, that was the first, but it was good. That was a great idea.
From my perspective, after the football team did our part and everything, after we chanted our chant, I looked to my brother right beside me, and I just gave him a look, and I was like, man, it's go time, man. And I feel like it kind of got me a little pumped, a little ready to play the game.
Start bringing in cans for hours. 3 cans take away 1 hour of detention. Cans can be turned into Miss Bodie and E109. It is almost time to get pampered. The 2016 Spa and Pampering Day is Saturday, November 19th from 9 to 4 in room E203. Stop by E203 for price and information. In Hispanic heritage, November 2nd is the Day of the Dead. Many countries and families celebrate this holiday and have traditions of their own. Spanish teacher Miss Perez and her students decorated an area near her classroom to model how her family honored the holiday.
November 1st and November 2nd are considered the Day of the Dead. Not all countries celebrate it, but some of them do. In this case, Mexico really does. They will cook the food of their loved ones, and they will set it up in the graveyard. They have candles, they have the color purples, there's a lot of flowers. Marigolds are the ones that tend to be used because that's the flower for the dead.
In my class, in my first block B-Day class, we put together a stand of food outside, and we decorated it for the Day of the Dead. It was different because I thought it was just Halloween because, like I said, I never heard of it before. So it was different to know that it's like different traditions and different cultures.
More than anything, it's a day of happiness and remembrance and anything special that the person did. This is not a day to mourn. This is a day to celebrate their lives.
Amazing Feast for Hope will be performed on November 12th at 7:30. Featured performers are from across the Midlands. Tickets are $7 and all proceeds go to Hope 365. Attention seniors, Johnson's will be back on campus for the last time on Monday, November 14th from 11 to 1 to take orders for graduation items. Don't forget to bring your $60 deposit with you to the Science Atrium to place your order. We'll be right back after this short break.
What's up, Cavaliers? Welcome to the second edition of our Student Government Updates. We hope you enjoy watching them as much as we enjoy making them. Right, Matthew? You've got to be kidding.
You saw it first last year, and we're bringing it back. Cavalier Madness will be November 29th from 7 to 8 p.m., and you can get in by coming in with $3 at the door or bringing 5 cans to donate to Hope 365.
Hope is back in action for another year of giving. Continue to bring in your non-perishable food items, clothes, new socks, and toiletries. And don't forget to come out to support Hope at their Chipotle night on November 17th.
Mark your calendars for November 12th because the Cavalier ladies are striking a pose at this year's Miss RNE. You can buy up to your tickets in advance from a contestant for $8 or Miss Bodie and E109.
Thanks for watching this edition of our Student Government Update. For more information, follow @RNE-StuGov on Twitter and Instagram. We'll see you next time.
It's been over a year since the 1,000-year flood, and some areas of the Midlands will never be the same. RNE-TV Live reporter Clarkson Broadwater looked at the impacts of the historic flooding.
In October 2015, Columbia received over 20 inches of rainfall. This was nicknamed the 1,000-year flood. This rainfall caused damage throughout the state, especially to the Midlands area.
It's just past the 1-year anniversary since the flood, and obviously I don't need a canoe to stand here. But, although the rain has stopped, people are still dealing with the effects of the flood. For example, there's a building right behind this one that's a business that was devastated by the flood last year. Four Paws is an animal clinic that was completely destroyed by the flood. Dr. Wales, a veterinarian who works there, is here to tell us more about what happened.
We had 11 feet of water in the building and obviously had to close, and the building was not usable. We lost all of our equipment, furniture, everything we owned, save a few kennels. There were no animals in the building, so we normally don't keep animals there, but sometimes we have to hospitalize animals.
Four Paws doctors made sure everyone was safe, but what they weren't prepared for was the damages.
The storm was coming. We made sure that everybody was home and out of the building. We found this temporary location and reopened about 2.5 weeks later, and had to purchase all new equipment, from stethoscopes to thermometers to the x-ray machine. Everything was purchased new.
Unfortunately, their building was at the lowest point of the street, meaning that they were the most affected in that area.
Nobody completely lost their building except for us.
Realizing that location was the problem, they relocated to a safer building.
We sort of are back on a path toward reopening at a better location. We are sort of all feeling good again and happy and working together again.
Businesses weren't the only ones to feel the wrath of last year's storm. Spring Valley resident John Hargis tells us about the damage his house experienced during the flood last year.
It looked like a war zone underneath the house. So what happened is the gutters in the front of the house here collapsed forward and created a funnel and gathered all the water off the roof and effectively created a 6-foot hole in the yard right out in front of the house.
To this day, communities in South Carolina continue to rebuild from the flood. Reporting from RNE-TV Live, I'm Clarkson Broadwater.
Thanks, Clarkson. Well, that's all we have for you today, Cavaliers. Stay tuned next week to hear who won the Mannequin Challenge, take a look at the PSA Theater performance, the Drowsy Chaperone, and more. From RNE-TV Live, I'm Leverett Williams.
And I'm Yasmin Lee. Have a great Friday and a wonderful weekend.